Hi, I'm Brenda with an offered group at Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Alliance. Foreclosures, let's talk about them. There are several different ways that foreclosures show up on the internet. Some are available for purchase, some are not. I'm going to explain what a foreclosure is, when it's available for purchase, and the benefits and drawbacks of purchasing a foreclosure home. First, foreclosures that you see on random popular public websites, they might look sort of like this. I'm going to put it over there. These properties are not usually available for purchase. Whether it says foreclosure or pre-foreclosure, it is almost the same thing on your popular public websites. Usually, these properties are somewhere on the timeline of foreclosure. They most often sit between about 3 months late on payments all the way through to less than 90 days after the actual foreclosure sale took place. Almost all foreclosures, when they're available for purchase, are listed on the MLS. That is why it is so important for you to contact me and my team so we can set you up with your own private website and you can get those the moment they hit the internet and they're available. Just saying. There are a small percentage of foreclosure homes that are what the mortgage industry calls total loss homes. These homes are usually offered on an online auction. They are cash only, and they don't usually let you see the house prior to purchase. They even have huge warning signs on the website and on the property that say you can't even set foot in the yard because it is felony trespassing. They could be occupied, they could be destroyed, they could be flooded, and pretty much the only thing that the bank promises you on a total loss property is that they probably cleared the title and there's no liens. Maybe. You purchase it sight unseen and pray it's okay. With a standard Kansas residential mortgage, you have to be 3 months late on payments before a bank can begin the foreclosure process. They can start the nasty grams and the phone calls as soon as your first late day, but they can't start foreclosure until 3 months. In Kansas, we are what's called a judicial foreclosure state. What that says is that even though you sign a note that says, I promise to pay you, and even though you sign a mortgage that says, if I don't pay you, you can take my house, the bank still has to hire an attorney and go before a judge and tell the judge, look, they signed a note promising to pay. They signed a mortgage saying that we could take their house if they didn't pay. And guess what? They didn't pay. So please, Mr. Your Honor, sir, can we foreclose on their property? That can happen anytime after the third late payment. However, before they can go to the judge, they are obligated to let the owner know that they're looking to get the judge's blessing on foreclosure. And they must let the owner know a minimum of 21 days before the date to go to the judge. The moment that they file that notice that they're going to 21 days from now see the judge, it becomes public record. That is when most of the popular websites will come up with the homes that say pre-foreclosure. During that time, the price that you see is usually the tax appraised value or the late amount. It is not the market value of the property. It is also not what the property may be sold for when it actually goes to auction. When it actually goes to auction is a minimum of 5 weeks after they sit before the judge. However, I have seen it many, many months more, sometimes even years. Kansas also offers what is called a redemption period on a standard mortgage. If the foreclosure price of the sale of the property is less than 50% of the original mortgage, the owner has 90 days in which they can pay the foreclosure price plus interest and do what's called redeem the property. During that time, public websites will show that property as foreclosed. It is still not available for sale. Nothing can happen with it. And even if it shows a price, that price is not what the property will go for sale for. that can be what the property is foreclosed on. During redemption, the property is not purchased from the owner. It has to be purchased from the sheriff. So it's really hard to get in on those. Once the redemption period ends, title is clear, and whoever bought it at the foreclosure sale, which is more than likely the bank, then offers it for sale and they list it with a real estate agent. Oftentimes, foreclosure properties are sold as is, and they won't offer FHA or VA financing. Other types of government-backed loans may offer FHA or VA financing. So it really depends on who has the underlying mortgage as to what financing they will allow for the purchaser. If you would like me to explain underlying mortgages, pop a comment down below and I will do that in our next video. No matter what your real estate needs are, we got your back. I'm Brenda with an Offer Group. Have a wonderful day.